episode of the Father to Fathers podcast. I am your host Alex.
And I'm your host Emmanuel.
What's up guys? Welcome back. Today we are on the second part of the co-parenting saga that we've been talking about on the Father to Fathers podcast. We actually love co-parenting topics here, as you can tell. This time we are discussing, I guess we're discussing like events.
Yeah, life events like birthdays, graduations, Christmas,
parents' evening,
all that good stuff.
Like really, truly, what we're here to discuss here is, you know, we already know that co-parenting. We already know co-parenting isn't easy. It's everybody's situation is different, and everybody has different ways that they find to, you know, make co-parenting easier.
Mm-hmm.
But this time we are discussing who really goes to these events, especially when the kids are involved. You know, when it comes to parents' evening, you know, weddings and these big important events, Christmas. Who gets to go? Who gets to have the kids? How do you guys make that decision? You know what I mean? I can't lie. I think that these kind of conversations can get really, really, really sticky. But I'm gonna ask you first. What do you think? What
we starting with first? What, birthdays?
Let's start with the easiest one. Let's start with birthdays now. Yeah. Okay. So birthdays is pretty easy for me. I would say that everybody gets to go. I mean, unless, like I said, everybody's situation is different. If it's just the two of you, then I guess, you know, mom and dad come together with the family for the sake of the little boy that they made together. When there's like other people involved, like other boyfriends, other girlfriends, and things like that, or wives, husbands, or partners, because not everybody wants to get married as such. You know, that's where things start to get a little bit more sticky, and that's where all these politics come in. So what do you think when it comes to birthdays, at least?
Do you know what? This was actually a problem in a previous relationship back in the day.
What, for you?
Yeah, like she wanted to come to my child's my child's birthday, and I was like, "Yo, we're not quite there yet." Like, we're not quite there yet, you know. Like birthday for me now, birthdays, yeah. It's a thing of me and the mum. We discuss, and okay, what when they're young, okay, what do you want to do? As they get older, we ask them what they want to do for their birthdays. So a lot of the time, for me, at this present moment, it's simple because it's not like I have to consider my wife or a long-term partner or anything like that yet. So it's simple now, but the one thing I am conscious of is I don't want to start a tradition or a routine that I know I can't maintain.
So that's why you chose not to. You weren't too comfortable with this other person.
No. Just like, okay. What I mean by that is like, let's say for example, every birthday, every birthday we go away for the weekend or something like that, knowing fully well that we're not together. That's just giving false hope for the child. Because then when I then get married or I'm in a long-term relationship, that has to stop to an extent, and then the child will be like, "Oh, that is my birthday. Why are we not going away like we normally do?" If that makes sense.
I agree.
So I keep it as simple as I can, in the sense of, okay, what's the plan for this year? A lot of the time, I just put that, okay, how much money do you need? Like, yeah, you know, let the mother plan it, and then or if it's a situation where you don't have that kind of relationship with the mother, okay, I'm gonna pick him up on this day or pick her up on this day, and I'm gonna take them out for their birthday. Whatnot. The main important thing is that the child enjoys their birthday. How you do it, whether you do it together, if you do it together and it's healthy, good. If you have to be separate, okay, maybe on the day of his birthday or after his birthday, I'll have him, you have him on his birthday. Find something that works for both of you. When a third party comes involved now, let's say an 18th birthday, for example, I like to think that by that stage, everybody is has sense.
Okay, now back to, because what you said initially was you were in a situation where somebody wanted to come to your son's
it was my son's birthday party, and like I feel like birthday party, if you're not a potential, or not even a potential, if you're not a long-term girlfriend, it's just awkward.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just like, how am I bringing you to my son's birthday and you're gonna meet the family, you're gonna meet. No, it was.
It just wasn't serious like that.
No. Wait, no. It was long, but not long enough to bring it to a significant event like that.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you get what I mean?
That's fair.
Like, because it's not just, oh, it's me and you that's going out with my son. You're coming to meet the family.
Oh, the family and their family. Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, do you get
So
what I
they
mean?
hadn't even met your family like that or anything like that?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I
wait,
hear that.
hold on. What's the thing? No. She had met my mum by that time. She had met my mum, but then that's different. That's my mum. Like,
Okay.
you're meeting, in a way, you're meeting a third party family.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to explain it, man.
So,
but
in other words, you weren't ready. You didn't think that the relationship was ready for that kind of scenario.
Thank you. God bless you.
Cool.
That's
Say
it.
no more.
I just,
You can't rush these things. If you're not comfortable with it, you're not comfortable with it. There's a reason for why you're not comfortable with it. So I get that.
what about you?
What do you mean?
Like, how does it feel in your household when it comes to birthdays?
So
Wait, before you're gonna escape the question, please.
Alright, with me, it's a bit different with me because obviously, so with me, co-parenting is very, very. It's a sticky one still. Alright, let me say it like this. Yeah, my son's mom is still not comfortable. Is still not ready to meet my partner. Remember, I've had this conversation. We've had this conversation. That she's just not ready. Bear in mind, we've been together for a long time. My son's now 7. Oh, he's close. He's close to be around that age. And I've been with this person for as long as he's been born, basically. And his mom is basically saying that she's just not ready to meet her at all. So it gets a bit hard when it comes to birthdays because if we're doing an event, especially if it's like a party or something, she's not comfortable with my partner being there. She'll make up any type of excuse. Obviously last year it was a bit valid because it was like this COVID and it was done in her house. She doesn't really want somebody that she doesn't know to be in her house and with all this isolation stuff going on, which was fair enough. So we didn't do anything about that. But what I've been able to do is I will take my son out separately. So whether it's on his birthday or it's after or it's the day before, I will take him out. Like the year before, we took him bowling. My partner came. She came with her niece. My son and her niece get along very, very well. They absolutely love each other.
Love that.
Yeah. So we just took them bowling. They had a lot of fun. We played games. She was there, and we spent time like that. So it's not a sense of that if we're doing a massive party, if she can't come, it's fine. We'll just celebrate it separately together. You know.
But okay. I'm not trying to go too much details about it. But how does that make you feel and make your partner feel? Like
It's annoying.
It's a long term relationship. So not like it's just a
she's not a
thing.
link.
Yeah.
Someone that
So
I'm very serious
how
about.
and does that affect your relationship? Like
No, we don't allow it to affect our relationship.
Okay, that's good.
She's luckily for me, the person that I'm with is a very logical thinking person, and she's been with me from the start. So
okay.
basically, she's been with me almost as long as
You've been a father.
the dad, really and truly. So she gets it. She understands how the situation is, and she gets it. And because I've made that compromise, that okay, cool. Even if she's not uncomfortable with you being around her, we'll just celebrate with him by ourselves. So it's not like she's isolated from those events. We find a way to work around it, and things like that. So yeah, luckily that bit has never been anything that's affected our relationship at all because we find ways around.
No, I respect that because some women can be a bit difficult with that and like, oh, why is she not trying to meet me? Why is she not?
Her exact words were, "I am just not ready." That is it, and I don't know what that means.
No, I'm talking about your partner.
Oh,
like,
my partner.
Like,
yeah.
You know, that's a lot of patience, boy.
Yeah,
all these years, and they don't want to meet you, and she's understanding.
Trust me.
So like women, take notes.
And when you have a good one, don't let her go. You better wrap your arms around her with both arms and legs, bro. It's rare to find girls like that, you know.
Honestly,
my partner.
It's true because I think that obviously we've discussed, dating as a father and how it is and how tricky it can be, and the advice for those of you that are new to the podcast, the advice I'll give you is if you know your situation is not tidy, don't bring a third person into it. And what I mean by that is if you know you've got issues between your child's mum or the child's father. Sort it out first before you bring a third party in, because it just becomes messy. It becomes messy.
No, I agree, but what if you can't control that? What if you can't control what the other person does? I can't control, like, say, even if, you're cool with it, you're cool, you're calm, but the other person wants to be rowdy all the time or wants to make life difficult. You can't control how the other person is.
You can't control, but you can put boundaries in place.
You can put boundaries in place, of course, but that doesn't stop. At the end of the day, there's a child involved. You have to deal with that person all the time because you have a child with them.
No, okay.
No matter what boundaries are involved.
No. Okay. When I'm saying put boundaries in place here, I'm talking about you've put boundaries in place. They know what it is. You know what it is. Whatever happens after that, yeah, out of your control. That one you can't control, and you have to be honest and transparent with the person you're seeing. If I'm seeing somebody now, yeah, and I know that, okay, listen, don't say, oh, your son's mom is cool, but she's not cool.
No, she's not cool.
That's what I mean. Don't say she's this, but she's not that, or whatever.
Yeah, tell her
how
it is.
Here's my situation, because then
when are you buying what I'm selling?
Basically. So yeah, that is my advice. But with the whole co-parenting when it comes to like birthdays, I feel like it's straightforward. It's straightforward when you get along, because then everybody, like, my ideal situation will be to bring my partner. I can, be with my kids' mom and their partner, and we'll like
everybody just gets along.
Yeah, everybody, we're just cool. We're cool. Like, I want to be somebody. I want my kids' mom to be somebody, and I could like banter with them. Like, bro, did you watch the game last night? Yeah. And just be mature about it.
I don't even have to be like best friends or anything, but when you guys come together, you know that there's no, it doesn't even have to be love, but there's no animosity. Like, at the very, and I'm just saying the very least that it should be that there's no animosity. You guys come together. What's good, man? You're alright. Yeah, you guys you're able to like talk and have a conversation. Everybody gets along. It can't be that. Is that too much to ask?
I say to my kids all the time, yeah, you lot are lucky to have me as the father of your children, because I am cool. Like, I don't listen. The level of trust I have for them, is just like, I don't get triggered by things. Like, it's not, again, women get triggered by little things. Me, I don't get triggered. It takes off me to get triggered. I trust you that anyone that you bring around my child, you've done your work. I know the kind of women that are mothers to my children. Yeah. I know they're not for the streets, and I know they're not embarrassing me like that. Yeah. So I'm cool. So if they meet a guy, why am I being rude about it? Yeah. Okay, I want to know the guy. I want to know the guy. I'm like, yeah, you cool, bro. Like, I respect you, and I even reassure the guy and say, look, I know you're coming into a situation, but let me reassure you. Listen, there's nothing going on between me and her. We just cool. We're there for the children, and all I'm asking for you is just be a good role model to my child. That's it.
That's all we can ask. But at the same time, I think you said something that can't remember what it is. You said something about you can't. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that you guys have split in it, so there's only so much that you can do. You don't even have the right to really, wild out, unless the guy's like just absolutely dangerous for your children. You can't have a say no matter what. You can't have a say in what they do. That's separate in it, and that's what guys need to understand. There's a lot of guys out there that will try and be like, nah, why is this guy around my kid? Or even mothers are like that. Both parties are like that. Oh, why is he around my kid? Why is she around my kid? I don't want him there, and they have no reason for it. You haven't met the person. You're just making noise.
There needs to be a level of trust.
There needs to be a level of trust. There needs to be a level of respect, and there needs to be a level of boundaries. You cannot be getting involved in your ex's new relationship when just because you guys have a kid together, that don't mean nothing, man. You gotta just
So how do you do? Okay, we've got birthdays out of the way. How do you do with Christmas? Same procedure.
Well, to be fair, I've been with my partner for a long time, and I still haven't spent Christmas with her. Just because that's just how we've chosen to do it at this point in time. When we've taken it to the next level of our relationship, then we can start getting into like Christmases and stuff like that. But so in that sense, at least for me personally, I've not had any need to like bring her around my son around Christmas. In fact, to be fair, I'll leave that for another story. I've got another story for you guys, but yeah, we'll leave that out. But she does. But she comes for New Year's, so she comes to my house for New Year's. So at least I give her that but I don't really have my son around New Year's anyway. So, and Christmas times and New Year's times, that's not really an issue for me. But I guess for other people, that might be a big deal for them as well. They might want to bring their partner around Christmas times and New Year's. So again, you guys got to communicate that and kind of decide what, you know. When you're co-parenting, there needs to be a strong level of communication, and there needs to be a strong level of compromise. You are going to want to have your way. The other person is going to want to have their way. And at the end of the day, you've got to think what is best for the child. What is best for the child is that you guys are in unity. The best way that you guys are going to raise a bunch of kids is to do it in unity. So in that sense, what you can agree on is I'll have him on Christmas this year, and then you can have him on Christmas the next year, and then I'll have him on New Year's this year, and then you can have him on New Year's that year, vice versa.
But what about Boxing? Like I know some people, like they will have the child on Boxing Day, and then have the child on Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day with the mum or the dad, and they'll swap it around. Like I feel that still works, you know, Christmas and Boxing Day. I feel like with Christmas anyway, it's mainly about family. Like with Christmas, I'm not too fussed because a lot of the time, it's much better with the mum anyway. Like, especially for me anyway.
So you don't really have your kids around Christmas time? Is that what you're saying?
Do we even celebrate Christmas in my household?
Oh, is it?
Do we even celebrate Christmas, man? Like Christmas for me,
just another day, isn't it?
Christmas for me, my household, especially when my mum moved to Nigeria. There was so for me, it was just better for them to be at their mum's house and out. So like,
I hear
like that Christmas,
everybody's situation is different.
I'm literally on the road. Like I'm doing Father Christmas.
You told me, yeah.
To my son's house, then my daughter's house. Then I end it at my best friend's house for the evening. Is it? Like, yeah, because in my household, we don't celebrate Christmas. Like, it's so bad, honestly, my brother as well, Christmas. Like, we both just got our separate way. Like, especially before COVID, because at that time, my youngest one was in Nigeria. Okay. So it was just me and my brother after me. So literally, we know the drill. Christmas Eve is out. So, and then, obviously... And to be honest, I'll give it to him though. My brother, the one after me, he's more of a Christmas person. Like, growing up here, he was the one that would be like, oh, when are we going to put the Christmas tree up? Me, Chris, and I feel like, because I've not had that growing up here, it's made me want to have that when I have, like, when I'm married and I'm, got my own home, like, so Christmas is going to be a big thing for us. So
did it bother you when you didn't have it when you were much younger? Or was it just become a thing where you can't miss what you didn't have?
No, yeah, like Christmas.
What kind of diversion?
And to be honest, Christmas over the years as it's changed. Like I think for example, last year Christmas with COVID, it was weird. But as if you look at the last 2-3 years, Christmas is just another day for people. Yeah. Back in the day, the roads would be empty. Now we go out on Christmas Day, where are you going? Like, where are you going? So over the years, Christmas has really lost the magic, the excitement that you get. I don't know, maybe because we're getting older.
I don't know. Me, I've always I was raised like Christmas is a big deal in my family. Like especially me, my brother, and my sister, we grew up excited for Christmas, but we'd only prepare for Christmas like the day before.
But would you want that for your child though? Because you say
we have that. No, I have that for my child. So one thing for me is that his mom. So we made sure that he gets excited for Christmas as well. Like he will have all the presents up. Like I'll go to his house and I'll have like bare gifts for him. He'll be like, "What did you get me? What did you get me?" Like, I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
That reminds me. That actually reminds me now. Yeah.
Talk to me.
Maybe not for you guys. Maybe not for you because your situation is different. But what if your son was like, "Oh, Daddy, I want you to stay over on Christmas Eve and wake up in the same house"?
He said something similar, but not on Christmas. He has said something similar. It wasn't on Christmas Day. It was actually my birthday, actually.
Okay.
It was my birthday last year, and we were doing a photo shoot. My sister had all this camera equipment and stuff. And we did a little photo shoot, and he was in there. And it was so fun. And then he was just, as my sister's taking the photos, he's just bare quiet. I'm like, AJ, what's up? And he's like, Daddy, I wish you could stay with me. And I was just like, You know them ones where it just hits you hard, you know, because it's not the first time he said something similar.
Okay.
He said it a few times, and I could tell it really gets to him, especially at that age. He didn't understand why I couldn't stay with him, or why when he comes to my house, his mom can't stay with us. So it's situations like that that kind of make me, you know, feel the type of way. But
sometimes that's the downside to co-parenting, man.
Downside, like I wasn't prepared for that. I genuinely, when I made the decision, I'll go into it a little bit. When I made the decision to not be with his mom, I genuinely was thinking I'm doing the right thing for him. I still believe that. But I was like, I'm doing the right thing for him. He's gonna be fine. He's not gonna like miss what he's never had. But he's in my house asking me why his mom can't sleep in my bed, or why I can't sleep in his mom's house. You know what I mean? So and then it's weird because he knows that I'm with somebody else as well. So it's these situations that you kind of have to
Yep.
It can get kind of tough, but you just have to. That's where communication again comes in, and you just
trust me, when we have these kind of conversations, I'm glad, because some people just think, oh yeah, that's fine, like we get along and, you know, we co-parent, but there's more to it. There's more to co-parenting than just getting along. There's all these things, you know.
And you're never prepared for them either. There's things that come up you just never.
100%, and that's one of the reasons here why we started this podcast, 100%. So we can get people to have conversations that you might not even think about, or you might not even have with your partner. You know, for example, now, like, okay, we're talking about co-parenting and significant events in a child's life. You know, covered like birthday, Christmas, but then things like graduation. You know, who gets the tickets? By that time, you know,
now they're
you'll have been married. You know, they've got their stepdad.
They've got their own family there, and they have another family with the other parent.
Yeah, and it's like, who gets the tickets? You know.
So now with that one, I think it's an injustice, especially if the whole family has been involved in this child's life. Like they've all contributed to that child having that.
But is it still two tickets per child?
You can pay extra for tickets.
Oh, that's calm. Then you pay extra.
Yeah, but some people don't. But some people, obviously, the situation is different. Not everybody has the finances to pay, especially in a big family like that. Not everybody may have the finances to pay for it. So in that sense, who would you think should be able to go?
Biological mum and dad. If they pay.
One time we agree on something.
No. But there's no way if I've been in my child's life here and have been, because when my child, like, you know, I ask him how was school, go through the homework, and we do all of this stuff. Like, I would like to think here that I'd be very involved in my child's life. You know, big up to the other guy as well if he's been involved and
doing his thing.
Yeah, that's cool. But bro, when it comes to the graduation, I'm getting the first batch of tickets.
I can't lie.
Like,
it would be a slap in the face.
I will offer to record it for you and you can watch.
Watch FaceTime you, my guy.
There's no way you're thinking that you're gonna have rights.
Yeah.
I'm like, at the end of the day, when we want to be technical about it, you're just married to the mum. You're not a dad, so humble yourself. Humble yourself.
But that's not to like discredit what the stepdad does, because I'm sure, especially in my situation, whoever my son's stepdad is, I would assume that he's going to be somebody that contributes significally to my son's life. So that's not to discredit what he does. I'm sure he's a great guy. I don't know him myself, but I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he will do his bit. But
wait, you don't know him?
No, we've had this discussion, bro. I don't know. I've never met him. We've had this, and we'll come to another. That's another story for you guys. But what was I gonna say? Bro, I told you this is next episode. I promise you, it's gonna be crazy. I promise you.
You know, oh my god.
So,
okay, sorry, go on.
What was I gonna say? I assumed that he would do his bit for AJ, but at the end of the day, I'm still around.
Exactly, 100%.
So if push comes to shove, and there's only 2 tickets that he can get, I'm sorry, my guy. Big up to you, but you're just gonna have to sit this one out.
That's when an argument. I just feel like if the both parents, even parent sibling, if I'm involved in my child's life, I live with parent sibling, you can get I don't know how many people you can get in. But the point of the matter is, if the child,
all the parents come is a bit too much, though, don't you think? Like if everybody just comes in, stepmom, stepdad, too much. Imagine, you know, the teacher's just gonna be sitting there like, the rest.
No, that's true. It's true.
So I think, yeah.
A lot of the time, yeah, if the father is involved, or like you have a healthy co-parenting system, again, and I'm gonna ask you a different question after this. The father has first dibs. Period. Obviously, if the guy's not involved, the father's not involved, and then further down the line, or let's say the father was not involved for a long period of time, and then 2 to 3 years just before they graduated,
he's in his life.
He's not in the picture. That one, I'm sorry, my guy, you don't have a say. The stepdad gets the ticket because that one you can't just even you yourself here. You have to apply common sense.
Yeah.
Just apply.
You just have to buy it down.
Yeah, literally. And then watch the video in it.
Yeah.
Be there in spirit. But a lot of the time with like co-parenting, when it comes to live events, yeah, you just have to kind of like gauge it and see with your and like play it by hand, like see who, where, and what and who. I was gonna ask a question. Oh, okay, yeah. So I don't know if we've touched on this, yeah. But how would you feel about if, let's say, I don't know the situation, but if your son, or like if your son's mom was like, oh, I want our son to have my new partner's last name.
Oh, this is a different conversation altogether, bro. That's not up for. No, the only reason why you would do something like that is if the biological father is not involved. That is the only reason why I can imagine why you would want to do something like that. Because if I'm here, and I've been here since it's not like the stepdad was in my son's life when he was born. He's been in my son's life maybe for the past, I don't know, maybe 2 years. So why would he now just suddenly, you think that it's okay for him to have his surname? It doesn't make sense.
Okay. What about double barrel?
No. No. That one's not even a discussion either. If I've been in my son's life since he was born. I'm not dipped. I'm here. Why would now? It doesn't make any sense for you to now think that you can change my son's surname.
It's not really changing. It's just adding.
Nah, it's alright.
So you say no to double barrel? Nah. Alright, people, let me know what you guys. In fact, I'll pull out. I'll
not double barrel my son's stepdad's surname. No. What? No.
You know what? I'm intrigued to see what people actually say about this. I'm gonna put out a poll.
Would you do that? Would you be okay with them changing? Would you be okay with her changing your son or daughter's surname to their husband's new name? Yeah. You would be okay with that? I told you, I'm a reasonable guy. You would be completely okay with that?
Double barrel, yeah. Not changing the husband's name. Double barrel, yeah.
You're them and the most.
You know what? Do you know why though? Because two things, yeah. Maybe it depends on the age. Number one, if a child is young, and kids, what I've learned about kids like to feel belong.
Yeah. No, I get.
Once all the names is this different. I was like, oh, why's my name different?
Yeah.
And it's that sense of they want to feel belong.
Yeah, but you're thinking, but at the same time, that's not the only household that they're going to, is it? They're going to their dad's household as well, no? Where they'll have that. So you're saying that they need that sense of belonging.
No, I'm not saying they need to. I'm saying some kids want that.
Yeah, but some. So okay, cool. So have that sense of belonging through the surname for the stepdad. Yeah,
because that's where they are most of the time.
I hear that, but then when they go to their dad's side of the family,
what dad's side? Which one? My side of the family. I'm saying, yeah, if my son's mom or my daughter's mom, was like, I'm getting married now, and part, just for us to feel like a family, I want to add my, because she's gonna change her name to her partner's name.
Okay, no.
And then she said, I want to add my family name to our son's name. So it becomes.
Okay, no, I was actually talking about not double barrel, but they just changed the surname completely.
No, double barrel. No, change the surname. Not that one. You must be mad. Double barrel. Yeah, like that's. I'm willing to compromise on that. Because it's the same. It's the same in a way. It's the same process. Yeah, when mothers that are single, they double barrel their last name with the father of the child. No, not husband, father of the child. So that time when Zizi tweeted on Twitter that
Oh, if you're not married to the
to the father of your child, you should not be taking a last name. And
I don't really agree with that one either. But
some women have double barrel their name, so they'll add their name to the dad's name, and
to the dad's name,
because you know.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with that. That's just each to their own, innit? It depends on what you're comfortable with. Everybody has to be comfortable with the decision. I'm of the opinion of, I just don't see why he needs the stepdad surname. I just don't. It's all
part of one big family. Like I said, we're all co-parenting out here.
Yeah, I agree. No, I completely.
They call it the child. You hear, you know, A something, the name, and then it comes to your child's name, different name, and it's just, you know what? Each one is to their own. Each one is to their own. But then it now brings me to my next scenario, and I've been waiting for this year for the longest. Family holiday.
Yes, family holiday is mad. Family holiday.
Who is going on that plane and who is not?
Now it depends. Now who? Okay.
But wait, have you had a family holiday? Like, so you and your son's mom and your son?
No. Me and my son's mom and my son.
Yeah.
No.
You haven't?
No.
Can I ask you a question first of all? Actually, do you consider yourself to be like? Do you consider your before you moved on to your new partner? Would you say that your son and then your son's mom, would you say you're a family?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we split very, very early on.
No, I'm talking about after you split. Would you say that's?
Oh yeah, no. Even after we split, I still saw them as family.
Okay, that's fine.
I still saw them as family.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
100%.
Like some people be like,
no. When at the time, at the start, after we broke up, I was like, no, this is like, if anybody asks me, oh, how's your family? I know who they're talking about. I know.
Okay.
That's my family, regardless.
Okay. So you haven't been on a family holiday? No. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a scenario because it's happened. We hear it all the time.
Go on, talk to me.
You booked a holiday, yeah?
Yeah.
Or let's say, I don't know, every year or part of the tradition, you all go on holiday together.
Yeah.
You now in your new relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You now in your new relationship here, and obviously the annual family holiday is coming up. Are you still going?
Nah. No, wait, okay. Now, is my new relationship, is this a long-term relationship or is this fairly new?
Whatever, up to you. This is just the annual thing. This is the annual thing that
you're not going.
So at what point would you then break it off?
Break what off?
The holiday.
That of me going?
Yeah. Because remember, this is the thing that you do annually. Yeah. Every year you go.
As soon as I'm in another relationship, I'm in another relationship, yeah, like, go. And but I would tell them in advance though. Like I would tell her, especially when I think it's serious.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd be like, yeah, I'm in this new relationship, so there's certain things that aren't gonna be able to happen anymore. E.g., family holiday. I don't think I'm going no more. Like, no. Because that's just gonna cause bare aggro, man. Like,
no, you know what? I want to flip it. I want to shake the table a little bit more. Let's say your partner, for example, when you met her, she's got a child, yeah, and she co-parents very well with her father, the father of the child.
Yeah.
And then she says to you, "Oh, I know me your day. I was talking. But look, this is the situation between me and my child's dad. Every year or every other year, you know, going on holiday, etc. Just for the sake of our child to have that family unit, etc. And now you've now come into the picture, and she's told you that they've booked a holiday. What's your take on that?
I think for me, because in one sense you don't wanna come in and just start shaking tables and be like, oh, I'm here now, so shit's gonna change. But at the same time, I am not a mug, bro. What do you mean? I'm so sorry, but darling. But if you want this relationship to continue, I can't lie. That you're gonna have to sit that one out, or you just do a holiday with you and your child. I'm sorry. And it also depends. Are they going the holiday now? Are they going abroad?
Yeah.
And they're going for like, I would assume that they're going for a number of days. Yeah.
So let's say, you know what? Let's be reasonable. They've got separate beds. In the same room, separate beds.
The whole thing is just unnecessary, bro.
No, But people do this.
No, I understand that people do this, and
Like,
I respect that, and I respect their decision. If they can do that and they're comfortable with that and they're cool with it, fantastic. That is great. Thumbs up to you guys. Me, on the other hand, I've just come into a relationship with somebody that has a child, and they're coming to me to tell me that every year. Bear in mind, why am I only just hearing about this every year they do this thing now? That's a bit, for me to be in a relationship with you, I'm sure I would have known about this before. But if you're just telling me this now, that's already a red flag. But you're coming to tell me, yeah, by the way, we go on holiday every year, and I've just booked a holiday with them. I mean, I'll let you, to be fair, I'll let you go. You can go on the holiday if you want, but I don't think I'm going to take that relationship seriously. When they come back, there's going to be a different atmosphere to that relationship. I can't lie.
I mean, for me, family holiday way. I'm your family now. I'm your family. What's this? I know I said I'm a reasonable guy, but I'm more. That one is a no from me. Yeah, it's a no from me. I don't even encourage it now. I think there've been conversations about it, yeah, but I just feel like if you know that relationship is done, there's no need for a family holiday, because like I said, when you now get into a new relationship, it's very rare to find somebody that will be like, oh no, that's fun, yeah, you can go, you guys can go. It just becomes awkward.
And still take you seriously.
It becomes awkward. It's a sticky situation to be in, and I just feel like it's better now just to, put things in place, so when you do move on or in a new relationship, nothing has to change. So you look like go on family holidays, yeah, because you're both single. I mean, I respect it, but when you not want to move on.
But I feel like some people do that because they have hopes of getting back with their child's mom or child's dad.
No, but I'm talking about when you go in a relationship though.
Oh, you're already in a relationship.
Yeah, and their excuse is, oh, but like this is what we do every year.
If you really wanna lose the bondage between you and your child's father or mom like that, then yeah, I can't lie. You can't still be doing that, especially if you're in another relationship. What are you doing? Like, and it's not even as a diss thing. It's just a level of respect that you need to have for that other person, innit? And to put boundaries in place now. Another person's come in and you want to take this person seriously, there needs to be a certain amount of boundaries between you and your child's father.
Okay, we're going to stay on the topic of holiday and round it up here, because I just feel like there's so many dynamics
100.
That I'm going to come with.
100.
Would you then go? Like, let's say, you know what, we do have a holiday, but you can come. Like, would you go with them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll go.
So you'd be friend with.
Who's that?
So you go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, if this is somebody that I'm taking seriously and somebody that I want to build with, like a family thing, yeah, I mean, I might as well see how they are on holiday. So you're there to spy? Nah, not even to spy. Nah, not to spy. But I'm like, if I'm gonna be part of the family, I mean, I might as well go on holiday with them and get to know the dad, to know the child. Yeah.
I think okay. And then what about when you're like, okay, you've now got your own children with your new partner, and you wanna take them, like, yeah, so you've now got your own children. Yeah, you've now got your own children with your partner, and you wanna go on a holiday. Would you take your son as well? Oh.
Yeah, I'll take my son.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. That's
the thing is, I've been in a situation, okay, well, it wasn't a holiday. I feel like I'm always coming up with stories.
No. Let's educate the people. Like, sometimes let people learn from us. So what was it like?
I'm just gonna say, disclaimer, I'm not trying to discredit my son's mom at all. She's a great mom. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But I was in a situation now, a good couple of years back. I wanted to take my son to the zoo. And the original plan, and I guess this was kind of my fault. To be quite honest. The original plan was, it was actually supposed to be me, my son's mom, and my son. We go to the zoo for his birthday.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I chose to do this was because me and my son's mom had been having a bad relationship for a long time, and we just got into a position where things were starting to be really, really good.
Okay. So
I wanted to just go with it as a gesture of goodwill. Me, her, and my son, we go to the zoo together. Yeah. Bear in mind, I'm already in another relationship.
Okay.
But see, thankfully, I'm with somebody that has been through my journey with this person, so they understood why that was.
Okay.
Now, a certain situation happens now. In fact, it was actually my mom. I was talking to my mom about it, and my mom was basically telling me, Alex, you're in another relationship. You don't want AJ to think that to get confused.
Yeah.
So after discussing it with my mom, then I decided, okay, you know what? Yeah, it's maybe not the best idea for me to take my son's mom, because I don't want to confuse him, and I don't want anything to get weird between me and my partner, who obviously is still understanding, but still I just don't want there to be anything to feel anything. So I eventually told my son's mom, look, you can't come. Sorry. You're just gonna have to figure out something else to do with him, but I'll take him to the zoo. So then she was like, okay, who's coming? Who you gonna take him? I didn't say anything. I didn't answer. I didn't answer at all. And then, so I think a week comes now. It's like not even a week, maybe 2-3 days, and it's time for me to take my son. It's around the time I'm gonna take my son to the zoo. And then, no, I think it was even the day I was supposed to take him to the zoo, and she's saying, oh, you can't take him. He's not feeling good. I was like, okay, cool, that's fine, not a problem. He's not feeling well. When can I next take him? Because I think I had like the tickets for like a certain amount of time that I could take him. When can I take him? No answer. I asked her for ages. When can I next take him? Just complete airball. All because she couldn't come. All because she couldn't come. So, guys, you gotta really judge these things. If you really think, if you're gonna co-parent, judge the situation and let there be a certain boundary, because if she never knew about the zoo and I just decided it'd be me, my son and my partner, or me, my son and my mum, everything would have gone smoothly. You know what I mean? I could have just had him and I could have taken him to the zoo and everything would have been smooth. But because of the level that I was trying to put us on, which clearly wasn't attainable, I wasn't eventually able to take him to the zoo. So you guys have to really judge your situation with your co-parenting partner, and do things appropriately. Because I eventually wasn't able to take him to the zoo. I wasted all that money for nothing. And then our relationship went back to being bitter and bit animosity all over again anyway. So what was even the point?
Yeah, my advice about this whole co-parenting stuff, when it comes to like significant events in a child's life, is when just a lot of mistake that I think anyway, the mistake that people make is when they're single, they just think they can do whatever they want. But you have to think the long term. If you know that the situation between you and your son's mom, your child's mom, or your child's dad is finished, all this thing, oh, we're doing family day out, family trip, all of this year, eventually it's going to come to an end when one of you or both of you moves on. Because really, let's be honest, having a child already, the guy or the woman's already thinking, oh, and then now hearing that you're doing family trip without them, they'll feel like an outsider. So my advice would be is, if you're gonna co-parent and do all of these like day trips and all that stuff, be ready to incorporate the other person that comes into the picture. Nobody ever wants to feel left out or unwanted or just there like on the sideline. On the sideline, yeah. Nobody wants to feel like that.
Not Nando's rice. I swear to God. No, it's true though. It's true.
So that will be my advice. And then again, family holidays. If they think that you've gone on holiday as a family, listen, that one I salute you, because
you're a better man than most. You know, if you can handle that kind of stuff.
That's true. But the main thing is, that I think we could get from this is communication. You know, I want to say this quickly. You guys, do me a favor, talk to your kids' mom, kids' dad, and just have a conversation. You know, like set out like rules and boundaries. I feel like a lot of the time people just go on vibes and like, whatever it is, like we do whatever. I feel like have a conversation with them. What do you like, or what in this situation? How would you handle the situation, or have conversations about the future. Just because you're like in the moment now doesn't mean like in the future situations will arise. Yeah, have conversation about the future. Oh, how do you feel about me dating? Or how do you feel about me doing this? Have that conversation now, so when you do get in that situation, you know how to navigate it. Don't wait for it to rain before you buy an umbrella. That's what I'm gonna say.
Bars. Bars.
That is what I'm gonna say. Please, let's encourage healthy co-parenting, man. Communicate with each other. Yeah, ask each other. Because a lot of the time, when you think of like when there's drama, yeah, a lot of the time, yeah, is breakdown communication.
I'm telling
It's
you.
like, oh, but I thought, no, man.
Yeah.
Don't think
Yeah.
and think and
Don't
think, or
assume.
don't assume. Talk to each other. Sort out the differences, and I promise you, I'm talking from experience. I promise you, that your journey as fathers and as mothers or as parenthood, it will be a whole lot smoother. Promise you guys.
That's it, guys. Now, thank you guys so much. I think we should round it up there, you know.
Yeah, perfect place to leave it.
Yeah, perfect place to leave it. But yeah, guys, honestly, just a final word. What he said. Co-parenting takes massive communication on both parts. You can't just be on one side. So I'm hoping that I know we have a lot of dads that listen to us, but I know we have our mothers that listen to us as well. So the message goes out to both of you. Co-parenting needs to go 2 ways, and communication goes 2 ways. So please do your best. Don't take the ego side out of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, just to close, next episode, you don't want to miss it. It's my story. I think last time it was your story. It was you know, it was all vibes. It was beautiful. Almost shed a tear. A beautiful reunion between Emmanuel and his dad. My next story is going to be a little bit different, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, as we always say, please like, subscribe, comment.
Yes.
Let us know your thoughts. Let us know where you think we've gone wrong. Let us know where you think we've gone right. All of that stuff. Come on, guys. Get involved. We want to know you guys.
Yeah,
talk
to us. Wow, I'm intrigued to hear people's opinions and a lot of
all the time. Like, no, the thing is, I want to know where if I say my stories because I want to know where if I've gone wrong. Let me know that I've gone wrong so I can change it and be like, okay, cool. Maybe there's a different way that I could have, dealt with this situation. And somebody else might be in the same situation as me. And they could read your comment and be like, oh, okay, I could actually try that avenue instead. So guys, please comment, let us know, be transparent, safe space, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But let's not forget, guys, that we are here to empower.
We're here to educate.
And we're here to evolve. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm your host, Emmanuel.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.